that game, and hopefully for them, they can keep the momentum going. And I don't really let me check something really quick. I believe they have made the playoffs coming up, being the number 3 team. Um, as always, the same rankings go: Neon, Calgary, Houston, Atlanta, Boston's your top 5. Ottawa just out of reach from the top 5, being at number 7 after falling from 6th place recently, as of day 20, which was about four play days ago. So there should be a update coming in within a couple of days for that specifically. But the game has gotten started here. First ban coming out from Stormwatch is going to be that Jackal ban, a good ban in my opinion on Villa. And then the Ying ban coming out from Neon, another strong ban. Getting rid of that annoying flash instead of having to play Warden just to counter her, along with the Jaeger and Wamai, of course. Very good ban in my opinion on this map, especially because of the close quarters fights. Valkyrie, a very strong operator on Villa, even used in pro play a lot of the time, is going to be banned just because of her sheer dominance over this map as a whole. Being able to have camps literally across the entire map, with just having 3 of them basically, along with some bulletproofs maybe. Uh, but we are going to see what happens with that. Some other camera oriented operators, and the last ban coming out from Ottawa is going to be that Cade ban, and that's also a very good ban. But them being on defense first, they're going to need some bandit tricks. But on Villa being the map that it is, sorry, Villa being the map that it is, we might not have to worry about doing so many bandit tricks because there are literally 0 external walls you have to worry about bandit tricking on this map, which is actually kind of nice, but also kind of not nice in some other ways. But not having to worry about bandit tricking is nice. It's another thing you don't have to worry about in regards to trying to defend. Team picks coming out here now. Ottawa going to start off with Tachanka, Castle, Solus, Thunderbird,
Attackers need to
and I
locate and
believe
defuse the
that
bomb.
was nothing. Sorry, Jaeger and Azami. And Attack's going to be having that full rush strat with the newly buffed Grim coming into play there. No Fender yet, sadly. Him being a pretty strong operator, in my opinion. There should be more play
Attackers have
styles being
located a
warped
bomb.
around him um, as of coming yet, but hopefully we see a little bit more of that in the playoffs coming up here in a few days or maybe a week, couple weeks. I've been out of the loop recently with work and stuff like that, so I do apologize for my lack of information here. But a pretty A tier
10
setup
seconds
coming
left.
out here from Stormwatch, getting expanding off this site a little bit, making this
5 seconds to
making their
insertion.
overreach as big as possible, so that way they can
Attackers
have as many
objective
advantages as
defused.
possible over this attacking team. As they're going to come onto the map here, head holes made, rotates made, observation blockers being used as well. Another really good gadget, able to be utilized very effectively there, and that is zombie barrier. It's unfortunately shrunk down to about a pea size just because the hitboxes on it are so finicky just because of how the gadget is oriented. But I believe we are seeing a run out prep, unless he's just sitting next to a window on cams here. That's the Jaeger. That's I believe. Let me try to read his name. That is missed. That is missed on the Jaeger there. Waiting for that there. But Castle's getting opened up now. That's Azzy getting taken out straight out of the gate by Miss. That's the first kill of the game right there. It's actually our Dexy rather, getting taken out there. Different team. Uh, we see a small push here from these attackers coming through the Masters side here. There is one player there coming right through there. Ashley's gonna hop on a drone. That's a Lobs hopping on a drone there. So as well as Azzy, and Ben might takes out Bolo with that AK-12, being able to take him out and get control of wherever he was just then. As he's gonna try to, as Solus is gonna walk up on the flank. Yeah, that's Kit walking up on the flank there, getting rid of that Nomad charge and not having to impact it. Sees the Claymore. He's gonna try to pop it, but maybe he can go around it. But he's just gonna play his time out here. Takes it out, is going to start to run up on the flank, but he might get audioed here and might be able to get taken out pretty easily if he's not being careful. On the flank now, Ash sees him, gets taken out. That's Lobs off the board. 5v3, or 4v3 rather right now. Gonna try to rotate back down the laundry in order to get away, but Wolves is taking a bunch of damage. as he's trying to hold this 90 hallway, but Bedmite's gonna end up taking out Kitchitsu, and that's a 3v3, now double kill for Bedmite. Crazy kills coming out right now, but with a minute left, this attacking team has to get some pressure here. Azzy with the full ability on that Grim to swarm out some of these attackers here. Flashbang's coming out. Now, Grim messes up one of his canisters, but he's not going to be able to see from one flanks from that hallway there. But holding the head holes is Sarge, and he's not going to take it out. That's a triple kill for Bedmite as he takes out Mist. As they're going to try to start walking on the side here. Bedmite absolutely popping off right now. Oh, the attackers are now being hunkered down. B-gun coming out from Azzy here. Going to be able to swarm out that defender inside of the vault there is Sarge. Bedmite with the flank going down right now. Coming up these rotates. Not being able to do much. Sarge gets taken out by Shadow Flash, and now a 3v3 comes out with Wolves having absolutely no health remaining, chilling in that hallway there, as the attackers are gonna try to figure out where he is right now. He's gonna try to run back into the 90 hallway, but it won't matter because as he's holding the angle, that's a round win for Neon, bringing it to a 1-0 after the first round here. Amazing job done by the attack. Amazing job by Neon in that first round. Absolutely amazing job there. Being able to clear out the roamers, and then being able to keep the pressure up and pushing the site there. Absolutely amazing job done by them there. Kit did have some potential for a good flank there to get multiple, but ended up unfortunately not getting uh that many kills as probably what he would have liked because Ben might absolutely just popping off there with that triple kill, definitely giving them um, some kind of edge there with Bedmite
Defenders
absolutely just
protect
popping
your
off.
bombs from being
But
defused by attackers.
hopefully we'll see a better defense coming out of this Ottawa team. I mean, that first round didn't seem so bad in their favor, but the only kills that they were able to get were from their roamers, and the anchors on site didn't do anything. But Bolo is going to be playing Fenrir here. Finally, a Fenrir pick coming out, being able to
Located a bomb.
force them to try to take out his utility before getting on site with, say, like a Flores, nades, Sophia charges, etc. As well as just trying to bait out the activation. I mean, in my personal opinion, I really personally feel that
10
Fenrir
seconds to go.
isn't as overpowered as people say, solely due to the fact
5
that
seconds to insertion.
just it's literally just a game of just shoot his gadget,
Attackers are
in
moving
the
to
sense
defuse the
where
bomb.
it activates and then have your location, but then again, if you shoot it, it won't have to reactivate, and repositioning is mostly always an option. And I mean, you look at all these games that we play in, and repositioning is definitely something that every player is capable of doing. I mean, another position could be less advantage, definitely, but still, repositioning is a thing. So, in my opinion, people are kind of overreact about the new operators sometimes. I feel like it's the same thing for Fenrir. But in any case, he's a solid operator if people know how to play him right, and if people don't know how to play against him. We see Azzy now trying to push the steady player. I believe that is a mist again. Gonna send out his Iana clone here to try to find him out. But he's near that center table there, but he's gonna back into sight now to try to avoid fight. As one of them is closing that door there, but Ash is gonna be running up those main stairs there. Bear in mind, he's not, and he's taking a serious amount of damage from that fire, getting put down to half health from that Chachanka player. I believe that is Wolf, so they absolutely crazed the Chachanka lineup, denying the push there for a second and getting a lot of tick damage, but he's going to get taken out by the Iana as he switches to his Chubika launcher. That's a double kill for Adexi as he's going to take out Bolo with almost the Fenrir down. Takes damage from the flank there as Miss is going to be hiding in the corner, but gets taken out as well as Kit's gonna take it up by a Claymore, and now Sarge in a 1v3. I'm taking out Lob's Blessing. And he's gonna walk straight into sight. And the Bedmite's watching the rotate and takes him out, winning the second round for Neon. Absolutely crazy round for Neon, and a pretty easy push for them. Looking at the fact that, I mean, there was not much fight put up by the defending team. They let them walk straight into study, and Jaeger, I mean, that was missed, just did not have the cojones to peek as soon as they weren't looking at him. But it is what it is, and you got to play how it plays because honestly, if that missed, rather, sorry, would have swung there, uh, he probably could have saved the 90 player, the Wolves on that 90. and would have been able to have a better play there, but he only peeked out and got one, as the other attacker was
Defenders,
actually
protect your bombs
looking
from being
straight
defused
at him
by
as soon as he
attackers.
fired his first bullet, which was unfortunate. But timing is timing, so you guys gotta play. You just gotta play how it plays out, and I feel like some strategies need to change up here for this defending team, as Mist is actually now going to be on that Fenrir. Uh, he's going to try to start setting up side here. Put some head holes in for a good measure. The head holes are always good on this map. All the spots for head holes are pretty much the guaranteed spots to get some kills, some nice little crouch peeks, etc., etc.
10
But
seconds remaining.
I feel like some things definitely need to
5
change on
seconds
this
left before insertion.
attacking team or this defending team here now being down 0-2
Attackers are
against
moving out
Neon.
to
Now
locate a bomb.
Neon is a pretty solid team, I will admit, but Ottawa definitely has all of this stuff in their tool belt that they need in order
A bomb has been
in
located.
order to win this, in order to win at least a couple rounds and bring it to OT at least against this Neon
The
team.
attackers
Because as
bomb
you
diffuser
saw,
has been
Neon
dropped.
lost to Atlanta, and Atlanta's ranked at least, I think it was 4 spots beneath them on the last ranking spot, on the last ranking sheet that we saw. But you know, underdogs could have some winning games eventually. So we probably saw that to Atlanta in that last game, but whatever happens, happens here. As Dexi's going to start prepping this castle door by meleeing it, and that's Bedmite on the Grim there. Going to start applying some pressure to the players above sight. I believe that is the castle and Warden maybe above sight there, trying to hold this off. Dorsberg, a Fenrir actually. Blind scan coming out. Adexi taken out by Wolves. Caleb's gonna start hitting the door, but that's Bedmite. Bedmite sees one, gets taken out, but he ends up trading shots back with 1 HP and takes him out. And Sarge and Mist are now dead, and now the only remaining defenders are on site. And the upstairs is completely free now to be thwarted with as they please. And Bedmite's going to open up a pretty good angle into Memorial there, as they're going to start to figure out how they're going to push with this, because the Dexy did have Diffuser, and I believe the Diffuser is down inside of Laundry is what it looks like, or maybe just outside of Laundry. But if that bomb's in Laundry, they're going to have some trouble unless they can push from the flank side there in order to get that, and only get the bomb picked up, unless they just frag this team out. But it's pretty much an even match right now, health-wise, as I'd say, as Buck's going to just start completely demolishing this floor open. As there's gonna be a small push, I believe, going into Memorial there. But Buckets C4 to the floor. That's a kill for Kit. But that C4 coming through the floor there onto Azzy takes him out of the game. Defenders now with the health advantage here have a pretty good chance of winning this round and getting their first out of these three. 45 seconds now. Coming up on 45 seconds now. Defenders have a good opportunity here, but Bedmite now has Diffuser inside of Laundry there, and they're going to be going for a split push here. Defender getting pinged, but Bedmite takes out Wolves now at 2v3. And Bolo taking a lot of damage from, I believe, more Memorial side, and he's on very low HP. It's taken out by Shadow Flash. Now it's a 1v3, and Kit's in a lot of trouble here. Flashbang's coming out, completely flashed, running around crazy. Sees less of attacker, and he gets taken out by Lob. That's a third round win for Neon, bringing it to 3-0 in these first couple rounds here. Absolutely just a massacre, in my opinion, against this Ottawa Stormwatch team. Just absolutely killing them in these last rounds without losing 3 or more members, or without losing more than 3 members of their team. Just the absolute class plays from Neon here is not working. It's not working in Ottawa's favor at all. In regards to them messing up a push, say, or something like that. But hopefully we'll see some life coming up out of this Ottawa team here. I have high faith in Ottawa to at least bring it to an
Defenders,
OT,
protect your bombs from being defused by
but
attackers.
you never know what we'll see until we see it. And I'm on a hope and a prayer right now that they can get at least a round win, against Neon. I mean, I said it earlier, Neon is a very aggressive team, and they like to get stuff done, and they like to dominate. As we had interviewed one of their players a while back, they are a very dominant team, and they like to play aggressive, as we see. They'll have aggressive plays coming out from them, but it goes the way it goes with these matchups, and it is just not Ottawa's day so far. But unless they can get some plays going here,
5 seconds left.
it is going to look like for a pretty easy sweep
Attackers are heading out to the
in
safe
Miami's favor here. It being already 3-0 and 3 rounds to halftime, they could probably bring it to a 3-3 tie if they play their cards right. But we'll never know until we see it. So high hopes for Neon here, being able to get a couple rounds. But looking in regards to this Neon team, looking at their attacker setup here. They're bringing the ace, of course, for that master bedroom wall. Flores actually a very good pick, in my opinion, on this room specifically to lock out some of those roamers, and close down some of those tight angles defenders might be holding without having a mute. Sarge on the Mozzie as well. Is gonna be kind of dangerous for that Flores there. Lobs, of course, on that knock to be the rat he is. Azzy, of course, on Ayana, and we have Shadow on Thatcher to help out Bedmite getting that wall open. With Wolves being on mute and all. Uh, Double ordnance defense, but Bolo, I just out of nowhere takes out Shadow, and that's a 5v3. That's a 5v4 now. They do have the momentum going in their direction now as of this round, with already a minute 45 remaining in the round here. Time is flying by very quickly, and Ottawa needs that on their side in order to win some rounds out here. But it looks like the attackers haven't made any serious moves yet, as we're just watching Mist here. Looking around sight, just being able to do whatever he wants. And there's an attacker just outside. Oh, a very good angle from Mist underneath that desk there. But now Lob's activating his hell in order to start walking there. One and Bathroom trades out with Sarge. And that's a trade out from them there. It's a 4v3 now. Ben might take it out by a friendly grenade, and Bolo takes out a Dempsey, and now it's a 4v1, and Ottawa is looking to win this round now, having the man advantage up by 3. And yes, they do. Sarge with a double kill. Beautiful round for Ottawa, bringing it to a 3-1 split now. Crazy cleanup from this Ottawa team that we are seeing right now. Amazing job being able to win some rounds out here. At least one. They get at least one round, and in my book, getting a round against Neon is an achievement in itself, let alone beating them and bringing them also to overtime. So, I mean, the underdogs could honestly take this game, being 6 spots down in these rankings. But I mean, today looks like the day of the underdogs. So actually, no, because Houston beat whoever they were playing today. So I do take that back. But Neon did lose to Atlanta, so we could see a similar situation happening here. Let me quickly check the statistics on that game. I want to look real quick. Let's see. Oh wait, I actually misunderstood what was being talked about earlier. They actually were in a 8-7. Miami was a 8-7 victory in Miami's favor against Atlanta, with Atlanta being ranked, I believe the last update was number 5. No, number 4 actually, as of day 20. Bringing it to like just that sheer fact alone, they went to an OT. They went to a literal 1-round OT with Atlanta, and being able to win it out is huge for them. But then again, it sparks hope for the rest of the league, that they can have a chance against them in the playoffs coming up here soon. But unless something changes with these teams, we've seen basically every team play them this year, and Miami has a considerable a very low amount of losses this year. I don't quote me on the record, but I believe they have less than 3 losses as of this season, I believe, which for some of them were just to who's a what's it's and a bunch of different random losses. But hopefully we'll see some forces start to pull up against them, as we saw with Atlanta in the last game, showing them that they're not the big dogs, bringing it to an OT, not winning it out, but showing them that they were there. But a C4 comes out. I believe that was from Wolves, and takes out Lobs, and that's a kill from Bedmite onto Mist. as it's now a 3v4 in the attacker's favor now. As going to start to try to come on the site here. Bedmite now on very low HP, going to start getting. No, he's not going to. He's really going to be able. He's going to get some angles, open him into Memorial here. And there is a player playing behind there. He does see him, and he's going to start to peek out, but he might end up getting taken out before he can do anything here. This Mute should definitely not peek this angle, but he's going to get Grim Gun, and he's going to have to start moving around here unless he's just going to stay there. But Buck might have an angle on him here. Yes, he does. He gets taken out so easily with that counterplay as he takes out Bolo. And that's a 2v4 now. It's still in the attacker's favor here, but with this verticality, they have a chance here. Quick takes out a Dexy. That's their two fraggers. That's their two fraggers gone. Shadow now putting a lot of pressure on that laundry side. And I believe Bedmite here is going to get some sightlines opened up as well as using this Grim Gun. But Shadow takes out Kit, and now Wolf is left alone on site in a 1v3 now. He has a chance here, but no, he's actually not on site as he has him locked down off site on that staircase there, as you can see him. He's gonna rotate. He's gonna try to rotate back around, look for some heartbeats here, but I believe he's gonna be without a chance here. Grim Gun coming out. He's gonna start. He might start getting scanned. No, he does not, but he starts shooting. Location gets known, and Bedmite takes him out, and I believe gets that double pinch kill there, bringing it to a 4-1 lead for Neon. Not looking good for Ottawa so far. I'll be honest. Not looking good for Ottawa. The round went a little shaky for them. The verticality, the coordination from Neon, the strats, they're just better. The strats, the coordination on Neon is one of the best in our league currently. Just due to the fact that this Neon team probably has played together for at least a couple of months, maybe even a year, if that, because there was in our last interview that I was here, we talked to one of the Neon players about they've been playing in multiple leagues such and such, and they probably have the highest amount of chemistry that a team could ever want, because their coordination is just absolutely just crazy, as when compared to okay, I am being corrected in chat. Neon only has one loss this season, and I forget who the loss actually to. Probably some random team. I will look really quickly because I am actually curious who they did lose to this season. Oh no, they lost to Toronto. That's the team. They lost to Toronto 7-4. And Toronto, I mean, that was so long ago. And Toronto's a ranked number 9 team, and that was a 7-4 victory for Toronto. And I know earlier in the season, my first game casting with Gallium was Toronto, or no, I believe it was Toronto and Neon. And Neon beat them, so something clearly changed on Toronto in order to get them to get Neon their first loss as of this season. So there is that, and that's crazy. But Stars is gonna take out a Dexys within the first couple minute of this round here, as they're gonna start hunting him down, and that's Logs trying to hunt him down there. He's gonna start backtracking back off that location there, with some impacts, trying to distract out some audio here, as I believe Lobs is going to be trying to nape from beneath with some cams above, and that's going to be Shadow taking out Wolves there. Wolves gets taken out really on, and Jitsu is going to take out Lobs, and Shadow Flash is going to get taken out by Sarge. Double kill for him there. 4v2 now. Defenders have double the advantage here in regards to guns and man. But the wall's going to get reinforced there with absolutely nobody going to be shooting at him in order to stop him from reinforcing that wall. But it goes as it goes, and that wall's going to get up there as he's going to start sending in some bomb drones here to start finding out where people are, getting rid of some utility maybe. And Bolo is going to take out Bedmite, and now a 4v1 for Azzy here. Hopefully he has an opportunity here. He hits a Legion Mine as he walks in. Then he gets swung by every single defending player here, and he's gonna get taken out. And now it's a 4-2 halftime. It's a 4-2 halftime for Neon and for Neon and Ottawa here. Not the most not I'll rephrase, not the best standing for Ottawa, but in my opinion, they do have, a golden opportunity here to, hopefully pull away with something here going into the first round of the second half of this game here. Um, Hopefully, we'll see some better attacking strats than their, defending strats as we saw them get heavy deficited there by, 2 rounds. But I mean, their attack is prob could be better than their defense. I
Attackers
mean,
need to locate
in a
and
game
defuse
like
as many bombs as
R6
they can.
where it's, in my opinion, and to everybody, most of the Siege community's opinion, the game is defender's side. That's just how the game is. Element of surprise and such elements really do help out defenders. And I feel like I feel like a good team has to have a good defense and a stronger attack because winning defensive rounds is so much easier for a lot of
10
teams
seconds
to
to
be able to
go.
do because of just being rats and
5
trap and
seconds
like
left
trap
before
operators
insertion.
obviously exist like Goyo here
Attackers'
and I
objective
guess
is
if
to
you want to
locate a
count
bomb and
Capcan
defuse
and
it.
Legion and such, but I'm rambling now. But it's essentially a defender-sided game. So teams really just need stronger attack than defense, in my opinion. That's in my opinion. So take that with a grain of salt. But and as I said mentioned earlier, hopefully we'll be seeing a way better attack here from Ottawa rather than their very poor defensive strategy there. They do spot one player in solar, but he's going to start roaming out now. Now in the corner of the bathroom corner next to the drone hole, but there is a bulletproof, item on the other side of the thing, on the other side of the drone hole there. So I don't think he'll be able to get shot, but they might have a pre-fire pinch setup here. This is a very easy kill for them right now if they can get control of that master side, but I believe there's also a defender inside of master, but with no major moves yet and still 2 minutes remaining, they have nothing going, but Sophia is right below him and could impact him from below, but he's not, and now he's looking towards those solar stairs, and now he's in the corner, he's gonna go to cross without any penalties, and they're gonna start spraying through this wall to try to find him out here. Shots get taken out, and Lobs just takes out Kit, and this is where that
Attackers
coordination
bomb
issue,
diffuser has been
Ottawa's
located.
coming in. Another Ottawa player taken out, that's Bolo taken out by a Dexies, and now it's just a 5v3 in favor of
Attackers have
Neon.
recovered their
And as I
diffuser.
mentioned just a second ago, this coordination on this Ottawa team right now is absolutely just terrible. I mean, they had the guy paying DeMar everything. They couldn't get him. And there's a player close on the wall, and it's a Dexies getting his second kill, I believe, on the round. And now a 4v2 here in favor of Neon, of course, as they were taking out, they were just slaughtering these attackers as they were trying to pinch him out here. He got way too much room being able to walk around, but Sarge and Ben might not trading shots out. Sarge getting put down to pretty low HP after that fight, being on half, but Ben might on even lower HP now, as they're gonna hopefully try to make an effort here to get at least something done. Uh, as you're going to site here, as he on the flank now, sorry, as on the flank now, but Sarge trades himself out
Attackers have
with the
located a
impacts
bomb.
there. But with a zombie holding that door down, he's not gonna do much. Wolves has to do an alternate push here with 25 seconds remaining in the round. Not much he's looking to do right now. Last line scan used up, and now he's just trying to find some picks here to get at
15
least something
seconds
on the
left.
board for Ottawa. But it looks like the round is gonna go to
10
Neon
seconds
here
remaining.
with 10 seconds remaining and the same angles being held. There's not much opportunity here, but Shadow Flash in that 90 hallway is able to take him out, and that is a 5-2 lead after that 7th round for Neon, bringing it, of course, to a 5-2 lead for them. Absolutely, just easily and effortlessly, just cleaning up this Ottawa team and making it look way too damn easy. Um, but there still is some tunnel of hope. It only being 2-5. I mean, it's not looking great for Ottawa. I want to look on the brighter side, but it's just honestly, it's just not looking great for Ottawa. They are having they're on the struggle bus right now, as Gallion would say if he were here right now. But the struggle bus is real right now for this Ottawa team, being down so much.
Defenders,
And
protect your bombs from being
as I
defused by
mentioned mid
attackers.
round, their coordination is just absolutely just like it's I don't want to try to start like talking smack here, but their coordination, in my opinion, is just not good. It's not terrible, but it's just not good enough. I mean, if you're playing a
Bomb
team
located
like
by
Neon,
attackers.
you have to have near top tier communication and coordination. I mean, you saw last round, they had Goyo pinged out with 3 attackers pushing
10
towards
seconds
him,
left before
and
insertion.
ended up getting all killed as soon as they were trying to push him.
5
So
seconds to
just
insertion.
it's just small things like that that you really need to be able to do very well in order to win against a team like Neon, who is just so aggressive and so dominant as of this year so far. Um, but their coordination just needs to be on more. Sophia could have impacted. There could have been an earlier flashbang. I mean, it took him a minute. It took him till like a minute and a half in the round in order to just get like do something and get in the building. It's just it breaks my heart to see that the lack of coordination against a team like this. They do realize that the coordination has to be better, but I just feel like that realization hasn't been made yet, I guess I'm gonna say that. But a pretty good defense coming up here. Bedmite on Fenrir now, setting up those fear toxin mines. And there's already 2 minutes in the round. Defenders are inside the building in study, I believe, or maybe just outside. No, he's inside of study now, and they're gonna be starting. They're gonna start to put some pressure on here. But there is a player in 90 that is a Dexies in 90 there, hopefully trying to get some shots off of these attackers. And Kit is gonna start taking some heavy damage there from a Dexies, I believe. And they're gonna start to cross pinch these attackers. And Big Sarge gets taken out by a Dexies there
Attackers bomb
as
diffuser
Benmai's
has
taking
been dropped.
shots on the Bolo. Bolo gets taken out, but that is Dexies finally taken out after putting pressure on all of them. Benmai takes out Kit, and now into a 4v2 we go. Not looking good again for this Ottawa team now. It's just honestly, statistically looking at this right now, it's not looking good. It's looking a little meek, but if I was Ottawa, I pick my head up and I try my hardest to at least go down with a fight and not look like they you just give up in the middle of that. I mean, what more else is there to say about this performance right now? They Kit was taking shots, and he wouldn't. And I'm pretty sure they didn't take the opportunity to start pushing. But a good kill for Miss there on that knock there. But there's 40 seconds now as they're making a push here towards that bomb, or towards the
Attackers
diffuser
have
rather.
recovered their diffuser.
Now they're gonna try to hopefully apply some pressure here in a 3v2 in Neon's favor though. Not much time to drone. It's more of just a running gun. Kind of situation here as they're gonna try to just do pull out some of the big moves here, but with not much time remaining and not much maneuverability with
Go.
util being gone on site, it is looking a little meek in their opinion. Miss with another great kill, but
10
C4
seconds
comes
remaining.
out and ends him pretty quickly there.
Attackers recovered
Now
the
in a
diffuser.
2v1,
5 seconds to
Bomb
go.
has to go down, but Bedmite on that Fenrir gets the final kill and brings it to a 6-2 lead, and I believe a match point in favor of Neon here. Just yet again you're I'm seeing the same problem from Ottawa. Not to keep rapping on them, but in order for teams to grow and gain more experience and become wiser in the game of Siege, they have to be a better coordinated team than just being able to just communicate well and have good strats. You need to have coordination and chemistry, and to the point where I feel like you need to be knowledgeable of what your teammates are doing without them having even to say anything. Learning how your teammates
Defenders,
play,
protect your bombs from
learning the
being
pace
defused
of
by
play of your
attackers.
teammate, learning the pace of play of a strategy, even is the core mechanics when you're playing in such high stakes games like this. and playing against
Attackers have located a
a
bomb.
very talented team like Neon. So not much more to say on that. We'll continue on the game here. Match point, of course, 6-2 now in favor of Neon. Match point. Looking a little meek for this Ottawa team here, but hopefully they can pull out some stops this round and hopefully
10 seconds remaining.
bring it to a 6-6, 4 rounds in a row. It's happened in Hyper Series
5
before.
seconds to
It can
insertion.
happen again. If Atlanta can bring Ottawa, if Atlanta could bring Miami to a 8-7, an 8-7 overtime game, you bet your little behind that Ottawa has the capacity to do that. But it's just about having them fix up their coordination just a little bit, coordinating on kills better, using utility line scans, stuff like that, et cetera, et cetera. You get the point. So hopefully we'll see a little bit better of that coming out from Ottawa this round. But if not, it will be the end. It'll be the end of days here for Ottawa, as they'll probably take a loss. I mean, it's a loss how they lose. So we see Lobs now, quietly sitting on this doorway here, just outside of study. Is going to get droned, I believe, by that Zofia there. Kit's going to take out Adexes, and that's the Solus off the board for that vertical plant denial if they were able to get onto site. And now they are in the Nitro Cell from Bedmite. Crazy good Nitro Cell from Bedmite takes out Big Sarge on Fuse there. But now is a 4v4, and defenders have health advantage, which is good for them. And Azzy just being a complete little a silly little goose on site right now, just lollygagging, doing what he wants to do because he knows he's so confident that his roamers can take out the rest of these attackers here. But if it comes down to it, he will be ready, hopefully, as he's gonna start messing up all of the pots and pans and everything inside of sight here, being a little goofball. And that's missed, gonna get taken out by Lobs there. As they're going to start having a huge fight upstairs, and down goes Lobs there to Wolves. But now some pinks coming out. Hopefully a C4 kill. No, misses on that solid floor. And Bedmite is going to start putting some pressure on the staircase here. Doesn't see the heartbeat of Sophia as he just skimmed past him on that cardiac sensor there. But he will hopefully start to make a play here. 1 minute left for Ottawa. Sees a heartbeat now. It's probably going to start seeing 2 heartbeats as he's going to start watching the staircase here. They're going to start to get some distance away from sight here, knowing that they have a pulse on the board. It's going to get spelled a little bit of trouble. Wolf's taking some damage, I believe, from a Capcan trap. And he's going to... And Wolf's is actually going to take out Shadow Flash now in a 3v2 against these defenders. 1 defender on site now. And Wolves is going to get taken out by Bedmite. But, oh no, by Bedmite. And as he's going to get taken out by Bolo. Now in a 2v1 now, along with Kit. Last defender is going to be roaming off site. Triple kill for Bedmite now. He is in trouble. Hole in the wall here. Could spell trouble. And that is a beautiful kill from Bedmite there to clean up the game. And that is a solid win for Neon, leaving them with X wins and 1 loss still in this series, or in this season rather. And absolutely another almost flawless win for this Neon team here.